Vancouver monument, and he supposedly landed here in the 18th century, and there were actually two totem poles right here, and they were the only totem poles in the state of Hawaii, but they seem to have been taken down for some reason, because they were put up as a monument to George Vancouver, but now they seem to be gone, so I don't know what happened, but this is where one of them was. And there's our condo over there that was staying there. Over there is the condo we're staying at in Kihei, Maui. Oh, this is a condo that we're going to be staying at in Maui, in Kihei. And here's a swimming pool. Oh yeah, this is a fish pond. This building right here is the Kihei Whale Watching Center. This building right here is the Ka'akumau Church. It was built in 1876 by a Protestant missionary called Edward Bailey, and he built it in honor of King Ka'akumau, who was an important influence in the instrumental establishing of Christianity here in the Hawaiian Islands. We're just outside the small town of Wailuku, and this structure right here is called a heiau, and it is a Hawaiian religious area, and people used it in old Hawaii during the ancient times of Hawaii. People used these areas to practice all sorts of religious ceremonies and rituals, and this particular heiau is from
1260.
Well, right here we have another heiau. This one's smaller than the one we just saw. This one only has one wall, and that other one over there has many walls. In the 1800s, the Japanese and Chinese immigrants came to Hawaii to work on the sugar plantations. And today in Hawaii, the Chinese and Japanese influence still remains here, and several buildings like this can still be found throughout the island. Now, this building right here is actually a Filipino structure. Oh yeah, It's a perfect example of what Filipino houses look like, and it, as you can see, is made entirely out of bamboo. Have a look at this. Right here we have a typical Polynesian style house. They don't really need any walls. All they basically do is put a roof to protect themselves from rain. And then they just live in here and sleep on the ground. This one's not in use anymore because normally this would be built on the beach or on something soft. We're in the heart of the West Maui Mountains, and we're hiking through a region known as Iao Valley. See that sheer mountain is Iao. They say that there was a daughter of a god, Maui, the one the island named after, and his daughter's name was Iao, and it was basically forbidden to date her, but one day a warrior decided to date her, and Maui punished him by turning him into that mountain right there, which is today known as Iao Needle. I'm in the heart of the West Maui Mountains in a region known as the Iao Valley, and this region was actually the site of several bloody battles fought during the 18th century when Hana the first waged war to unite all the islands, and today throughout this valley you can still find several war relics. Now, this area that we're hiking through right now is actually the wettest area on the island. So, and if you arrive here on a sunny day, then you're really lucky because most of the time this mountains are completely covered in fog. Right here is the Iao stream, and the somewhere over there to the west. We're in the town of Wailuku, and right here we have an old style church that kind of looks like a castle.
We're about 2 miles outside of Kihei at Kihei Pond, and this area is home to the endangered hawk possible sea turtle. They nest here at certain times of the year, so maybe we'll be lucky enough to see one. There are also several species of birds that live here.
And right there is a specific black and white bird over there is an Iao. And although they are pretty common in this area, they're actually endangered. These trees right here are called Kihei. We're on Hana Beach, about 5 miles from Kihei, and the beach is actually divided into 3 different sections. And sections 2 and 3 are supposed to be good for snorkeling, but it doesn't really look like it. But maybe I'll just go for a little spin and check those rocks out already. Then maybe I'll head over there. Have a look at this. We have a bunch of sea urchins in this tide pool right here, and I saw some small fish as well. We have a bunch of sea urchins in this tide pool right here. Associate them with the cold waters of North America, like California and Oregon, where they cling to kelp, but they can also be found in the tropics, surviving on different food sources. Although they're not deadly to humans, it's safe to pick them up. They do in fact have small amounts of toxins at the end of their spines. Sea urchins. In the small town of Kihei, and this is the local TV photo Zen mission, and it's basically an old Buddhist shrine. The Japanese and Buddhist influence has been really strong in the Hawaiian Islands since the mid-1800s, when they came here to work on the sugar cane plantations. And several shrines like this can still be found throughout the islands today, and even still today some Japanese Hawaiians still practice Buddhism. We're on the road to Hana. It's about 50 miles long, maybe 52 miles, somewhere around there. It starts about 2 miles back there, and right now we're on our way to Twin Falls.